Rightio, good morning everyone. It's day 2 of lockdown. Coffee's down, we're done, we're good. And I'm going into the shed. I don't know what I'm going to do though. But I gotta say, I love this view every time. It makes opening the shed a good time. Got this junk, and we've got this razor we're working on. So, put these little rear spikes on the back the other day. Did the headache bar, which is so when you roll, you don't land on the flat part of the cage, you land out there because your head with the impact obviously swings out, and it makes life easy getting in. So yeah, do some work on this thing. Right, let me update you on this. Let me zoom this thing out, there we go. So, it's been body off, body on, body off, body on, and I got some work done. So if you follow me over here, you'll see that, well maybe you won't see because it's really dark. You'll see that I've got one of these disappointment sticks here, which doesn't really go before you find the gear because it's all automatic. Underneath that, you'll see there's a transmission in the hole. So, yes, I auto swapped it and I made it work. It was a bit of a science experiment figuring out how to get the torque converter, the flex plate and the starter motor, etc. to work with that bow housing. The spacing, the offset was slightly different, but I made it work, I believe. So, under here, all mated up nicely, and I made this up the other day, so bent that down along and then brought it up the other side there. So basically that's on the olefin bushes, put 90 down there, 45 up there onto another bush, and then I welded these plates, one here, one there, up on the sides to pick up the bolts on either side. And I got it as high as I can. I would have liked to get it higher, but if I went any higher, the transmission would have been literally through the body. So we've got that on there, and I might later on build some kind of protection because we've got 2 sumps. This is the A340H box, so this has got like a separate hydraulic transfer case on it, but it shares the fluid back and forth, which sucks because I was going to take the transfer case off and put a Prado one on so I could have a PTO, but it's all good. When the time comes, I'll swap this trans out for the other one, and then I'll make up a 3rd set of mounts if I have to pick up the 78 series transfer case, because I've used, the reason why it like comes down and kicks across at an angle is because I used the original mounts that I made for the manual R151 box, and I've still got those mounts, so I can chop and change and swap out the boxes as I need if I want to go goodbye. Like if I want to go manual or change out the auto to the other one, or just make some other mounts. But yeah, so I got that all done, and it was a bit of fun trying to get it all in the right spot. And basically I had to cut this cross member out up here, well, body mount cross member, whatever you call it. It'd be nice if you focused camera. Be really nice. There we go. So I had to cut that out because as you can see, the trans is sitting as high as we can get it, and nice and straight back to the rear pinion. So yep, I have been working on it, sort of, slowly, and we'll get there eventually. I've just been so busy trying to get the shop up and running and get customers in the door and whatnot. And now we're in lockdown, so I can't do any of that, but it's all cool. We'll figure it out on the other side, and we'll make it happen because I'm really enjoying what we're doing, selling suspension and doing a bit of fabrication. It's completely different when you're doing the fabrication for somebody else. Like for me, I'll go, oh yeah, I'll let a little bit slide, but when I'm doing it for somebody else, you just want to achieve that perfection level, and sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, but it's frustrating some days because you're trying to get things done desperately, and then you're just also not willing to lower your standards and do crap work. So it's a balance, but it's all good. Love it. It's a good challenge. Yeah, so I've been working on this razor. Friend of mine, been knocking up this winch bar because we were going to put the winch mount in the back where it normally goes, but it's got a bigger radiator. It's been swapped with the turbo radiator, and the lines and stuff are all in the way, so decided to make one to bring it out here. And he didn't want to lose any clearance off the front, so I made this pretty trick little bend in here. I think it looks quite good, and that gives us a heap of clearance so you don't lose your approach angle. And the winch is going to go in there, and I've still got to finish it off. And I've braced it all back into the chassis because this is just a flexible junk basically, so I've braced it up nicely, and instead of using the bolts down there on this junk little plate, I've welded on these, and yeah, that should come out pretty good. Try and get that done so I can get back onto this one, because I've got, thanks to Go Electrical, 36 meters of roll cage tube and a bender and an idea of what I want to do with my roll cage. So I suppose I should get started and do some work or something. Just play Xbox and do nothing. Right, I'll be back. See, I know I'm not the best welder, but I try my best, and every weld I do I try and make better than the last one. Now, I'm starting to get to the point where I've got most of it figured out. It's just down to the consistency of making it nice, which is a bit of a trick, but it's all good. More practice, and I'll get there eventually. Didn't quite get the bumper done. A lot of fabrication is honestly just staring at something and not actually doing any work. It really is, unless you're some kind of guru. But and there's lots of little fiddly things that take up a lot of time that you wouldn't think, like getting everything lined up and straight and working properly. But this bar is going to look pretty cool, I think. A little bit different, and certainly built with approach angle in mind. So what I will do instead, show you my new piece that is my favorite thing that I bought for a long time to help me fabricate. Hold this, please, Shay. These things I bought the other day. Best invention ever. Because I'm a very naughty t-shirt fabricator, and I was forever burning my elbows, and now I'm these are good. Best 20 bucks I spent in a long time. What do they say? Simple things amuse simple minds. Whatever it is, I don't care. I'll wear it. Those are good. Legit. So good. Alright. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your lockdown. I don't really do much today. Just got distracted on my phone and practiced a little bit of hand notching and practiced some welding. It's all good. I've got nothing but time at the moment. You guys take care, and I'll be back tomorrow with another update. I'm determined to get this bar done at some point so I can get onto the Suzuki. Alright, I'm out.